Hello. In Australia, they're considering or going through with censorship laws in pornography and protecting children. It's a very touchy subject because they want to block people from seeing pornography. One of the subjects was that women with small boobs, they will not allow those pictures to happen because they having small boobs could be a child. Uh, of all things. Now, I believe that a problem can be solved very simply. If a person wants to access porn on their internet, when they sign up with their provider, they click encrypted yes or no that they would like to see pornography. It doesn't always mean that adults will search child porn. There's only a selected few people who would want to see that sort of stuff. Now, if there are sites that do have child pornography, they should be placed with a warning on them. Accessing to this site can bring court action. Many people will break the law and want to break the law just to see what happens. Some people will do it deliberately because that's the site that they want to see and download and copy. Now, the Australian Prime Minister, Kevin Rudd, his website, as said on Yahoo 7 News that I was reading, was hacked, and titties, pornography with tits, breasts, were actually placed on his website, and maybe other people's also. Now, if the Australian Prime Minister can't protect his own site from hackers and porn, then what's that tell you about the defensive the security of Australia and how they can protect people from unwanted child pornography to protect the children? Now, that's going to be a task in itself, but that means regulation. That means that within Australia, they're going to tell people how to think and what not to think, without giving the freedom to make choices. That's why a lot of people served in the army back in World War II. What was that other one? World War Three. Anyway, whatever that was, Cambodia or whatever. Can't remember right now. I'm 69. But anyway, regardless of that, um, I believe a person should be able to make choices of to whether they want to check out adult websites or download adult website porn with what's regarded as 18 and over in Australia. Now, a lot of pornography gets slipped through, which is below 18 years of age. Now, that's the regulations in Australia that I can gather. Now, I don't know how that part can be regulated on each person must show their ID. I live here in America, and there's a lot of freedom here also of information under their constitutional laws, where people can make choices. But some people do make bad choices. Some people do follow a path that is not healthy. I am not a regulator of working out who is healthy and who isn't healthy. But Australia is trying to censorship pornography on the internet. And as I said before, especially the size of women's boobs, which determines the age that could make them an underage person. Now, that's something that's a bit queer, but as I said before, the Australian Prime Minister, as stated on Yahoo 7, has had his site hacked. Now, and people put pornography on his site. Now, if that's the case, as I said before, if they're going to protect the children, how the hell can they protect the children if they can't even protect their own security measures? I've got nothing against Kevin Rudd, got nothing against Liberal or Labor Party, or Pauline Hanson, but some views are contradictory. But freedom of information should be accessible. But if some people abuse certain parts of freedom of information as stated by laws, they should be able to defend them in court without being automatically labelled. Now, if you do a word search and you look up MILFs, MILFs, It comes up with showing mothers who are looking for relationships, but in a sexual way. If you look up sexy women on the internet, you'll find also a whole listing of pages to do with sexy women. Then, if you open up a site, it might say many different subjects on sex. Then it might have on their teenage sex or some teenage girls sex or something like that. Now, how old is the teenager? 18, 19. That's what you're envisaging. But if someone posts someone who's 14 but looks like a 19, you could get busted for watching pornography of a child. And we weren't even sure that that video was regulated. So sometimes it might be better to look up older women uh, pornography if that's what you're searching for new tricks or fantasies, imagination, or research or whatever, than going for the younger ones, because going for the younger ones, you don't know how regulated that is and what parts of the world was posted into that site. Anyway, on Men's Help TV, talking about pornography and the regulations that's going on in Australia to limit pornography access to all Australians, as what do you call it? Censorship. Now, as I said, they base it on the boob size. If a woman's got small boobs and they're on the internet, that person could be underage. Sounds really silly, but I've got people in America asking me what do I think of this censorship law and what's going on in Australia. Well, that's what I think. Anyway, on Men's Help TV, have a good day. Give me your opinion also.